Hey guys, what is up? It's Dusty here and welcome back to another crypto video. Today we have some crypto news all across the board about XRP, Elrond, Ethereum, and just so much more stuff. So stick around as I definitely think that everybody should enjoy themselves this crypto update. Having said that, if you are a little bit involved in the Ripple v SEC lawsuit, or even if you're not, I have a question for you all today, which is, what's the biggest joke in crypto? It's a little bit of a difficult question. My answer is the SEC. Let me know in the comment section down below what you think is the biggest joke in crypto. Alright, our first piece of news actually coincides with this specific little joke that I just mentioned, as a jury disagreed with the SEC yesterday, saying crypto are not a security. And even though they were not talking about XRP, I showed you guys this in a video yesterday, which did not get as much attention as I would have expected, but it was definitely a very big milestone and a very important one, as it basically addressed one of the most important issues at hand right now, which is, what do higher up people, so to speak, and what do normal people, and what does the SEC, and what is the stance right now on what makes something a security? And more importantly, the question of, is it clear? Is it a clear line? Is it easily determinable for people? And I think that this verdict, which we just saw, which was basically that some individual was basically defrauding people, he was alleged by the state to have, sold unregistered securities, so to speak. And when it was proposed to a jury, though, of 8 or 9 people, they basically said, nah, it's not a security, against the DOJ, Department of Justice, and against the SEC. Which brings up the most central point. Again, is it all clear? Well, we like to say no. Some SEC members like to say no. Yet Gary Gensler says yes about the rules regarding crypto and whether or not they are securities. I think that could be a really important point for the Ripple v SEC lawsuit, as, again, it brings up to question the laws as it currently stands and the way in which people interpret them, people of ordinary intelligence. Alright, then I'm going to quickly recommend you guys to check out Bybit. A link is down below. I still can give everybody that deposits right now a 10 BIT bonus, which is about $30. But there's also the biggest deposit bonus ever right now over on Bybit. And you only have about 4 or 5 or so more hours to potentially get yourself a juicy investment opportunity, like I've been shouting over in my last couple of videos. To learn more about that, just quickly join the Telegram. I posted a screenshot in there twice now, so you guys can read exactly what you need. It might cost you a couple $100 to actually enter. All right, it might. However, with the opportunity, which again, I'm buying into myself, and this is not promotional piece. This is purely for you guys because I love you all, and I think you're all going to be millionaires. This might be a crazy opportunity, and the maximum investment that you can do into the project is about $500. Why? Unfortunately, that's the way that they decide things. If it would be more, I would do more, but that's the max. But just check it out in the Telegram. The link is down below. Then let's move on. Why XRP might have a shot at $4 in the next 2 weeks. I had first wanted to do some technical analysis, and then I came right back down thinking, no, you know what? We're not going to do that right now. Why? Because, guys, it is completely freaking logical that XRP has a moonshot potential now that Ethereum is picking back up the pace. Ethereum and XRP. I hope that I'm not annoying the neighbors with my slamming of the desk sometimes. But no, Ethereum and XRP should be like brothers. It should be a fierce battle of the position, so to speak. And as it currently stands, guys, I am firmly convinced that over the next couple of months, we're going to see some crazy shifts in the altcoin market cap. Let's just put it like that. But XRP will also start picking it back up the pace once either the lawsuit settles or once people start valuing it again in a normal fashion, which again could happen any one of these days right now. And I don't want to title this video again that XP could go to $4 in the next 2 weeks, because 2 weeks is picked arbitrarily. There's no really good measurement for 2 weeks, if you ask me honestly. There's some theories which you can attach to it, but I don't agree with that. But $4, aka all-time high, it's really not that crazy. And most likely, if you look back at XRP's history, it could happen in a snap. Right now, however, we are seeing if XRP can finally close in the green today. And if this is the way that we actually close, that would be beautiful, everybody. That would be beautiful. I'm waiting for it. I'm watching for it because that would be huge. Now, to still continue on with the XRP for just a couple extra seconds, I'm almost done with it. Relist XRP on Coinbase campaign goes viral on Twitter. Yeah, I keep sharing it as well, guys. Let's get relisted. Let's get XP relisted. Let's get XRP relisted. I wonder why they never tag me in these articles. I write so many freaking trendy tweets. I never get an article written about my tweets. However, we're doing good, all right? And ultimately, who cares, right? XP is getting some attention around the media. I love it, I love it, I love it. And I hope that XP finally gets the relisting that they deserve. But it's taking its sweet ass time. Then, Elrond Gold enters price discovery mode with $440 in target. So I've been sharing a little bit, I think it's mostly on Patreon actually, that I've been buying some Elrond, and then it's been a pretty interesting crypto, so to speak. Elrond has surged more than 20% in the past 40 hours. The bullish impulse allowed Egld to break through resistance. Now the asset looks ready to surge by another 35% towards 440. All I'm saying is, yes, I'm also buying into it. We got a very bullish close a little bit earlier, and I'm all up for it, guys. I'm hoarding a lot of Egld. It was a perfect breakout that we just got ourselves with some confirmation. I am buying into it. Just letting you guys honestly know. Can this fail? Obviously, yes. But I'm definitely willing to take the risk on it, as it's a beautiful spot that Elrond is in right now, and I'm basically putting some money towards it because I think it's about to be good. How much money did I put towards it? House. Let's put it like that. All right, Altcoin Daily just shared this over on his Twitter, and I think it's very interesting. Over $540 million worth of Ethereum option contracts expire tomorrow. Expect volatility. This is something which we talked about more often on the channel, where millions and millions and millions of dollars worth of ETH or Bitcoin in options expire, and people think, oh, this is going to go crazy, or oh, this is going to... Usually nothing too much happens, as we've basically prepared for scenarios like this, more often than not. But usually every Friday, specifically the first of the month or the third of the month, it really depends actually on every single different section. It goes pretty crazy in terms of numbers. But it's hard to say whether or not it'll actually have a positive or negative impact. Volatile because people will be trading around it, and volatile because, of course, the options in literal form are expiring. But I would say since Ethereum did so well over the last couple of weeks, specifically months as well, it's going to be mostly positive and good vibes, as people are going to speculate that more positive things are to come, if you ask me. So I think Ethereum should just do good over the next couple of weeks/days. Who cares about whatever volatility we're going to see? I'm wondering, though, if we're actually going to see it. But, let's expect it and then come back on that if it doesn't happen. But let's expect it at least. To quickly come back, make sure you check out the Telegram and check out the link down below for Bybit. I'm making a tutorial for you guys for how to use Bybit because you've been requesting it like crazy, so it's coming up. World's biggest podcaster, Joe Rogan, accepts Bitcoin payment. Now, Joe Rogan, the world's most successful podcaster and comedian, has accepted a Bitcoin payment of $100,000. Yeah, podcast host and MMA commentator has talked about Bitcoin in the past on the show, but accepting Bitcoin as a payment marks a definitive switch in stance on his part. During episode 1728, about 56 minutes in, frequent guest Ari Shafir boasted to fellow comics Mark Normand and Shane Gillis on behalf of their friend, Joe got a deal for over $100,000, Sharif said. It's not American money, Joe deflected, brushing off his fellow comics' antics. It's all in Bitcoin. Now, if this encounter is true, it's about 1.5 BTC in today's prices. It's interesting, right? In the past, Rogan has dismissed Bitcoin on his show as a Ponzi scheme, which is an opinion many from a forum when hearing about the success of Bitcoin's early adopters. However, people switch, right? People switch. And all I can say about this stuff is people just need to get some sort of way in. As I've said before, and in all the talks that I do, the most important thing for people to accept Bitcoin is once they get some. And notice it's not that scary. It's not that strange. It's actually just something you can hold, use, and transact with. I think the best way for people to get introduced to crypto is by getting some and stepping into the deep. Buying it yourself is such a difficult step, but getting some, even though it might be a really, really small amount, is, if you ask me, one of the best ways to get introduced to it. And so if somebody wants to start a massive campaign, they have to give people, like, for example, some of these apps like Cash Apps are doing, give them $10 worth of crypto, for example, or give them this, give them that. Or only want to, only, for example, get a partnership going with a company if they accept it in crypto. Force them. It might sound crazy. But that way, they're going to look at crypto completely different if, of course, the company was already set for it. If it's not a crypto type of company where it's not placed properly at all, of course, this doesn't count or hold. But hopefully, you guys get the drift that I'm trying to go at. All right, and then Shiba Inu falls after $2.3 billion of Shiba removed from Whale Wallet. Yeah, I told you guys before, I don't really care that he's moving, but I will tell you guys, I'm a little bit less bullish on Shiba. Scratch that. I am not really bullish on Shiba at the current point. There's not really that many incentives right now. The hype has kind of gone over a little bit. So I'm waiting for the next, I guess, big push in terms of Shiba hype, but most influencers as well have kind of changed their mind. Can Shiba still do good? Yes, but I'm definitely not telling anybody to buy anything. Definitely not. The biggest will... Just here's the information about it. Remember when everyone was wondering if the guy who turned 8,000 into 5 billion actually lost access to the wallet? Well, it turns out he didn't and just started moving his SHIB. Could be that he's just moving it around, huh? But it could also be that he's preparing to sell or actually selling it. If he decided to sell these bags, SHIB would plummet to about 0, tweeted financial analyst Jacob Oracle. The movement sparked downward pressure on the price, which has fallen 31% from an all-time high 7 days ago and 10% in the last 24 hours. Right now, people are a little bit bearish on the coin, but that doesn't mean the coin won't perform well. This coin is so freaking volatile and so unexpectable, if that's even a word. We're basically saying right now, you might buy, you might sell, whatever you do, nobody knows if it's the right or the wrong choice until it's over. Let's put it like that, because Shiba Inu is so freaking volatile. It's scary stuff. All right, guys, make sure you follow me over on Twitter. On there, the name is TheDustDBC. Make sure you check it out. See you guys again in another crypto video later today, though, as I think this was enough info for right now.